how should they keep their Adivasiyat? How would they keep their Adivasiyat?
One is if they're interested in keeping the Adivasiyat, is fine. I agree. You got to educate your children. They're going to go out, get jobs. They're going to go all over the world now. They're not going to sit in one place. But despite going all over the world, you can still keep in touch with your roots. You can still keep in touch with your village. There is nothing that prevents you from doing that, unless you feel ashamed of your roots, which is also, I find, very prevalent amongst Adivasis. They cannot take pride in what is the heritage, and the heritage is something to be proud of. Because of this constant propaganda that they have been fed about their heritage, they feel ashamed, and they will try and deny their heritage. I have seen educated Adivasis not recognizing their relatives because they're wearing a dhoti and a soiled dhoti and a kurta, and not smartly dressed according to their social pretensions.
Is it because of the education system that denies place to Adivasiyat, Adivasi norms, Adivasi heroes? Is it because of why are the educated Adivasis feeling like that?
I'll tell you why. Is if you are kept ignorant about your own ancestry, about your own history, about your own heritage, and all you read is about other people's heritage, you will at some stage figure, what is wrong with us? Where are our heroes? We don't have any heroes, and we have hundreds of them. We are not short of heroes. Secondly is this government thing of reservation, which belittles whatever talent we have. Reservation, I think, has been the worst thing for, so you should move on. That reservation should only be there for people who are not in the cities, who are out in the villages, who actually face a hard time trying to reach that 90% mark. Any Adivasi boy or girl, regardless of how well educated she or he is, or how brilliant they are, when it comes to a discussion, the easiest barb for a Diku to throw is, "Arey, tumko to reservation se naukri mila." Now that is a very big put down, and there's no reason for that. But our system insists on that. This is one of the worst legacies of the British Raj. This casting in stone. So when it came to giving reservation, it was done on the basis of their tribe, not on their religion. And here, this is the biggest mistake that is made by everyone, is putting the Adivasis into the same category as the Dalits because we belong to a scheduled community, and so do they. But for different reasons. Adivasis are there because they have been economically sidelined and exploited. The Dalits are scheduled communities because they have been socially exploited. Now, they're two different things, totally distinct. We
socially trodden.
Yeah, they've been exploited. We don't feel inferior to them. We might be poorer, but we don't feel inferior. Whereas the Dalit feels inferior.
We choose to be poor, let us say.
No, we don't choose.
The social.
No, sorry, that's a wrong terminology you're using. We don't choose to be poor. No one chooses to be poor.
No. What I want to say is that we do not want to exploit the resources the way the mainstream society.
I'm sorry.
That is why we are materially.
No, that is a very poor explanation. The point is, if your society has progressed in a particular manner and requires resources for material gain, whereas another society is quite happy to live within the confines of nature and has not progressed in that materialistic sense. Right? So, in terms of exploitation, you might be exploiting my resources and you want me to join your society, so make good the damage you've done. It is a material compensation. Whereas with the Dalits, it's not a material compensation, it's a social compensation, which can never happen because you cannot force a Brahmin to marry a Dalit to make up for the sins of the past. So those two are two totally different things.